For those of you who don't know, Andrew, hashtag I am the resistance, came out with an insanely viral effort post that basically spelled out that JD Vance had 3 name changes and was a menace in his Ohio town, and known as a active pedophile, like a serial child molester, okay? A real Roy Moore type. I mean, it was a crazy post, right? I didn't like. I like that it is. I like that the liberals have basically lost their minds, right? And are fighting fire with fire. I said it's cool that we have our own version of QAnon now, so that's a good thing. I don't think it's a bad thing in general, but critical support for the boys. Critical support for Midas Touch as always. This is the hashtag resistance. You already know what it is, right? And he said in this like massive post, and went super viral on Twitter, that he was going to reveal the information. He was going to reveal the information on Saturday. Now, of course, Saturday came and passed. This guy tweets so much. I can't even find the actual tweet, by the way. Holy I've been scrolling for hours, and I still haven't gotten to that. This is only like 11 hours ago. It's crazy. I feel like these guys there's no way. They have to have like a bot or something that just like constantly pumps stuff out, right? Does anyone have that tweet? I can show you the original tweet, maybe. I would like to. 300K tweets, bro. Look up top. Yeah, 304,000 tweets. Jesus Christ, he tweets so much. So yeah, he's going hashtag beast mode. He's going hashtag blue MAGA. He's going hashtag resist. This was the initial post. You, JD Vance, you changed your name 3 times because you kept getting caught raping children in the Ohio Valley. And I have witnesses who can and will testify against you on this. I cannot wait to put you in prison for the rest of your life, you sick. And then he posts my favorite, like unironically, my favorite blue hashtag resistance account, Midas Touch, and their hashtag GOP pedo ring post. This one is real, by the way. I mean, this is like, there are a lot of active pedophiles within the conservative, within the Republican Party. Like there's child molesters and stuff on the Democratic Party too, on the Democratic Party side too, for sure. But like, if this is a game like of who can molest more children, the Republicans are winning. Okay, they got their Olympic gold medalist pedophiles, right? So that's like, it's not even close. It's not even close. Like they are basically like the Usain Bolt of child molestation, right? Like multiple times they've won awards at this point. Like Dennis Hastert comes to mind, right? Dennis Hastert comes to mind, where he's like a prolific pedophile who literally was the longest running Speaker of the House as a Republican. And throughout that entire tenure, he was doing so much child molestation. Like it was crazy amounts of child molestation that he was engaging in. Like it's crazy. Anyway, let's watch this.
Political scandal that is rocking Capitol Hill. Republican Congressman Mark Foley abruptly resigned Friday after questionable emails he sent to a teenage boy.
Dennis Hastert convicted of a financial crime.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a competition, but it's partially also not a competition because the Republicans are winning so hard. You know what I mean? Like that's what it is. Like it's both not a competition because like, duh, obviously you can't make it a competition because that would be ruthless and gross. But it's also not a competition because like, it's like a 5-year-old trying to play basketball against LeBron James. You know what I mean? It's a blowout. Like it's not happening.
Of a scheme to mask something more egregious, his molestation of children.
Hush money used to pay a man who says Hastert sexually abused him when he was 14 years old.
There are now 5 former Ohio State wrestlers accusing Republican Congressman Jim Jordan of knowing about a team doctor's alleged sexual misconduct.
43 men who say they were sexually assaulted, abused, molested, or harassed by Dr. Richard Strauss.
George Nader. His criminal history included multiple convictions for child pornography and child molestation.
This morning, a judge sentenced Ralph Shorty to 15 years in prison. Police caught Shorty in a hotel room with a then 17-year-old boy.
Ralph Shorty was one of my favorite funny, horrible stories because he also actively pushed for a law change in the state, okay, in the state of Oklahoma as a state senator. I think he was a state senator or a state representative in Oklahoma that he actually ended up getting hit by. I think he pushed for like an obscenity law around in the proximity of churches. And then he did this in the proximity of a church. So that's one of my favorite. That's one of my favorite stories of Republican pedophiles getting outed specifically for that purpose. Because like he literally got hit with his own bill. It's like, if you're going to do this, you might as well not push for that bill. You know what I mean? You should have done a bill where it was like, it's actually, no, it's not obscene. And you can do obscenity around a church. That's what he should have actively pushed for. He just shot himself in the foot, you know?
17-year-old boy.
Roy Moore defiant as more accusers step forward, alleging sexual misconduct.
This is the shopping mall where some say it was common knowledge and not a big secret that Roy Moore would flirt with teenage girls when he was in his 30s.
One accuser says that Moore initiated a sexual encounter back in 1979 when she was just 14.
Yeah, Roy Moore was such a crazy one because, like, the cops in his local, the cops in his state, in this, like, particular area that he was, like, actively hunting, told him he is no longer allowed to go to the mall there because he was just such an active apex predator, literally and figuratively, if you know what I mean. Like, they banned him from the mall, dude. They were like, oh, you want to get Auntie Annie's pretzels? You're not allowed, bitch. You can't get no pretzels no more, okay? Oh, no, you want to... Oh, listen, you don't understand, officer. I was not trying to actively go out and find 14-year-olds to engage in the act of molestation. I simply wanted to go to that store that has the massage chairs. And they're like, get the out of here, okay? Yeah. No more Auntie Annie pretzel for you. No more going to that store that sells, like, overpriced electronics. What was that store called? I'm forgetting. Yeah, Brookstone. Yeah, exactly. No, you don't get it. I love going to Zoomies. They should have known. They should have known at that point, okay? No. A Sharper Image and Brookstone is what I was thinking of, not FYE.
14 years old.
The new charges against Joel Greenberg.
Sex trafficking of a minor and stalking a political opponent.
Florida Republican Congressman Matt Gaetz allegedly having a sexual relationship with a 17-year-old girl.
Investigators examining whether he, quote, violated federal sex trafficking laws.
Ghislaine Maxwell is accused of helping Epstein sexually abuse underage girls.
I've met her numerous times over the years, especially since I lived in Palm Beach, and I guess they lived in Palm Beach. But I wish her well.
Why trust them with your country? Hashtag GOP pedo ring. So Midas Touch are my goats. Obviously, like, this video in and of itself is packed to the is filled to the brim with like real shit. Okay. But Andrew, hashtag I am the resistance. The reason why we're watching this is because he posted this video, then said, I'm so happy this blew up, which is not something I would be saying if I was making it up. These people are gross and have been covering their tracks very well, but it's all a stack of cards that's about to fall. Please check out my most recent space where I talk about it. This is basically QAnon, but from a, liberal perspective. So when I see this, when I see Lebanon, I get excited. Okay. I'm sorry. I am a man who likes to collect political curios. I'm a man who likes to see motion and agitation coming from the liberal side. I'm a man who is fascinated by politics, and when I see stuff like this, I get really excited. This is Blueanon, right? It's cool. We have also our version, our legion of people experiencing a maybe psychotic episode, and and that's cool. That's fine. That's like, we need to fight fire with fire. So they posit that Democrats are a cabal of Satan-worshiping pedophiles who drink the blood of children. So that's what they are. I'm not sure about the blood drinking, but the rest checks out. They already worship the literal Antichrist, Trump. So we, new crazy guy unlocked, respect. But basically, Saturday came and passed, and nothing came of it. Here it is yesterday. MAGA trying to dunk on me for the protest not ending the administration is hilarious. Here's what you don't get. I don't control the universe, and I don't give a what you think or say. I can admit I was wrong, but you cannot make me ashamed of doing everything I possibly could to be right. Why would the protests have ended the admin directly? There's a large factor in ending MAGA influence eventually. I said they would because I wanted them to, but I certainly understood that it was possible that they couldn't. Oh, he thought the hands-off protest would end the Trump admin. That's cool. Anyway, he didn't really, I don't think he revealed anything about J.D. Vance, Jedediah being an active threat and a pedophile in Ohio, but but, you know, much power to Andrew. Hashtag I am the resistance. Andrew, we are with you. Andrew, we are with you. Hashtag dark woke versus hashtag soy right. Okay? We are with you, Andrew. Godspeed, brave soldier. Are Bernie bros back? What is this?
Punk. What are you going to do? Go f yourself. You're on my campus with that hat on. Actually, get the f out.
What is this? Wait.
Down.
Dude, New York Post is so funny. God damn it. What a goddamn dish rag of a newspaper this is. Massachusetts student in Trump hat berated by mustachioed leftists. Mustachioed leftists. You wrote that, bro. No shame? You could have just said like Antifa punk or something. Like, why did you write mustachioed?
Yo, go f yourself. You're on my campus with that hat on. Actually, get the f out of here. It's actually a public street. Get the f out of here. I don't care, you Nazi. This is a public street. Off my campus. I'm gonna walk you all the way to this f***ing corner, you punk. You f***ing understand me? Go ahead. Who are you? You f***ing understand me? It doesn't matter.
Who are you? I love the masshole accent on both of them too. Who are you? It's a public campus. Hey, dude. I'm walking. I'm gonna keep walking over here, right? All right.
You f***ing Nazi punk. Get this f***ing camera out of my face. Or what? Get this f***ing camera on my face. Or what? Take your fascist hat off. Would your union like that? Would your union?
Bro. You're getting pressed by a dude who has perfect nails. Okay? And his nails are white, and you're getting pressed by him. It's like it's time to turn the camera off, honestly, for your own sake. You can't be out here getting pressed by a dude who's got the sickest nails. Like, as soon as I saw that, I was like, God damn, dude. I mean, this is like, look at this, perfectly manicured. Look at this.
Or what?
Look, that's beautiful. That's pretty as hell. I mean, he's just slaying. He's slaying right now.
Get this camera on my face. Or what? Take your fascist hat off. Would your union like that? Would your union like that? Hey, you see this? I know every union guy in this town. Get the out of here. You think I know Trump supports unions? You I know every union.
You think Trump supports unions? You cocksucker. Hey, yo, this dude's a G. Place. Don't be naughty. Just because you saw mom come back in, don't mean okay. Down.
On your Snapchat. What are you? 35? You sucker. I'm 35. Take that hat off. You understand me? Take it off. Take it off, you Nazi bootlicker. Nazi bootlicker.
All right, which one of you is this? Be honest. Reveal yourself right now. Okay. Remember, because when we look at like 75-year-olds that are at a town hall of a Republican, I'm like, that's a Hasanabi head as a joke. But this right here fits the profile. Union member from Massachusetts, got the nails painted. This straight up fits the profile, fits the build.
Don't be on my campus with that Nazi hat on. You understand me, you sucker? I'm loving this. Look at this Nazi. 47. This guy supports Trump. Has his hat on. Look at this. I can't wait till your sees this. Get the out of here. I can't wait. You think they support you here? Get the out of here, you sucker. You're a Nazi punk. I'm Nazi punk. Yeah, you're a Nazi punk. Is what you are. Take your gay white gold Trump hat off. He's a loser and you're a Nazi punk. You. Boo this sucker. Boo him. Boo. Boo. This guy's a Trump supporter. Boo.
Oh, that's funny. Wait till your foreman sees this shit. All right. Okay. This has 430,000 likes. I see nothing wrong with this interaction. Top comment, 140,000 likes. Are we supposed to feel bad for him, or what a true Massachusetts patriot? I'll never skip a Hope Corps video. Hell yeah, this is the vibe we need. MAGA advocates for free speech and get mad when people use it. The friendliest interaction in Boston, by the way. Every time anyone puts on a Trump hat, this is exactly what they're hoping for, that they inspire rage so they can be a victim. Dude, vibe shift unlocked. Ain't nobody is with this, okay? Ain't nobody thinks big boy over here is in the wrong with his perfectly manicured nails going, get the out of here, you cocksucker. Get out of here, you Nazi. Nobody thinks he's in the wrong. Oh, dude. Oh, my God. The vibe shift is happening, okay? It's happening. All this administration needed was like literally the gentlest of pushback. God damn. I'm like reluctantly, I have to say, like, even Harvard putting their foot on the ground and just being like, enough, you know? We already took action against the anti-Semitism. We already fired like a bunch of people ahead of time, and then you still wanted more. So yeah, like, it's not going to happen. It's good. Like, there needs to be a fight. What are we doing here? There needs to be a fight. It's not even a guarantee. It's not even a guarantee that we are going to completely stop this administration from its fascist takeover. But like, you can't just let it happen. You know, you can't just like sit idly by and be like, all right, it's fine. Brain dead ass crowd here is so sad. What? Chatter, are your feelings hurt? Oh no, you won the election. Your president is absolutely gutting the administrative apparatus and people don't like you. Oh no. Mr. President, why won't you make it illegal to not like me? My feelings, my Fifi, my feelings, I don't like it. Mr. President. Jenny would like to question tabling for the DSA yesterday and an NPR. NPR reporter kept asking us to disavow communism and to tell them the difference between socialism and communism. What the f do you do in those situations? Wait, what? An NPR reporter kept asking you to disavow communism? Why? What? What do you do in those situations? I mean, I do what I always say when people are like, I literally, whenever people are like, oh, dude, or you're a communist, I'm like, sure, okay, whatever. Like, I don't care. Okay. It seems like a pretty solid evolution, you know? Like, that seems like a pretty good end state. Do you have an issue with a stateless, moneyless, borderless, classless society? It's like Star Trek. That seems good, you know? What do you mean disavow communism? What are you talking about? Disavow what? Something that doesn't exist? Yeah, okay. I'll disavow unicorns next, okay? Why are you an NPR reporter being like, disavow communism? Are you going up to random people and demanding that they disavow unicorns? Like, what are we talking about? Disavow communism. We have a literal current fascist administrative state. And you're over here being like, but you know what's actually you need to disavow? Something that has not happened and has not existed as an end goal. So stupid. But isn't there a shoegaze album release NPR could be covering? No, there's plenty of great journalists at NPR. It's just like, I find it really stupid that they would make that a major point of contention. New Deal Democrat? What? Say what Richard Wolff says. Socialism is when the state does stuff. Communism is when the state does a lot of stuff. What do you want me to disavow exactly? Yeah. The more the state does, the more socialism happens. Anyway. Oh yeah, this is another one. Of this time Nancy Mace. In one of the lowest moments of American politics, Congresswoman Nancy Mace is caught on her own camera saying "F you" to a constituent who simply asked her if she's holding any more town halls. MAGA is a disease of the mind.
Every year. You want to keep going? Do you want to keep going and keep harassing me? You could have gone to a dozen town halls last year.
I asked if you're doing any more this year. It was one ship.
Yeah.
Are you doing a town
I've already done one. I'll do plenty more.
Any more this year? Was this ship?
You're always invited.
Okay, wait. Well,
and by the way, I voted for gay marriage twice.
What? Hey, what is going on, dude? Short's too short, big dog. How dare you? That's the perfect length, okay? That is the perfect length of short. I'll have you know I voted for gay marriage twice. Sick. We also saw you on camera literally exchanging spittle with a MAGA lesbian. So we know that you like to swing, Nancy. That's not surprising to us. You know what I mean? Like,
What does that have to do with me?
I'm just saying, it has everything to do with you.
You think everything about me has to do with gay marriage?
I do, absolutely.
That's funny too. Yeah, a butch lesbian MAGA supporter. Wait, really? It's always funny to me that people do not know that Nancy Mace is a straight up swinger. And during COVID, there was a video of her at one of her swinger parties. I'm not going to play it for you because it's gross, okay? But it's like what I assume is happening in the Midwest all the time, where like people over the age of 50 get together and they just do like the grossest sexual acts of all time, okay? Stop using gay marriage as a talking point is literally bare minimum. Also, like, what do you mean? I voted for gay marriage. Oh, sick. That's cool. Okay. Like, what? I didn't know. Is there something I don't know that you know? Is there something happening here? It's only gross because it's them, to be fair. Yes. No, it's gross because it's a bunch of... Look, I don't want to yuck anybody's yum, okay? But if you watch this video, you will understand why I'm saying it's gross. Now does anyone have the video? Now we're going to have to watch it, and you can make up your own mind on whether or not this is gross or appropriate or fine, you know? Yeah. Oh, here it is. GOP Congresswoman Nancy Mace is caught on video in gross act with 2 women and a man. I love her. By the way, that's my favorite. Like the butch lesbian MAGA supporter is my favorite because she straight up looks like what's his face? I can't believe I'm forgetting his name now. Oh my god. The bodybuilder guy, Ziz. Straight up. Like, this is Ziz reincarnated. And then he throws up, by the way. He throws up. What the f is this? Hey, yo, Daily Mail is crazy. Yo, Daily Mail, you can't autoplay the next video all of a sudden. God damn. Anyway, luckily it was censored. Holy shit, that was crazy. I didn't even know that was happening. That was some freaky nonsense right there. Okay, I lied. That's gross. Please yuck that yum. Yeah, that's Nancy Mace, dude. That's Nancy Mace. And she's out here being like, she also used to be pro-trans. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, this is all completely just the 180 that she has had on all of these issues is directly because she's like, I am trying to make a name for myself in the Republican Party. It's all a grift. Now, it doesn't really matter. Obviously, you're a politician. It doesn't matter what your personal convictions are. What matters is what your legislative agenda is. What matters is what you're rallying around. And it's very clear that she is a grifter piece of shit. And doing all this because her district got more red.
Yep. Absolutely. If you want to get in my face about town halls, you should have shown up to one last year.
There's no other thing you can talk about me just saying, oh, I support gay marriage.
Yeah,
that's
because you're getting in my face about a town hall. You could have gone last year. Would you like me?
If you have.
I have town halls every year. I have over a dozen every year.
Great. That was my entire question. You'd have to go into the spiel about
you could have come to any of them last year.
Okay. And
I had over a dozen. Where were you the year before that? Or the year before that?
It was a simple question.
Oh, because you know what? Because you people on the left are crazy.
So
you're absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. So first of all, you're a public servant. You're a public servant in public. This interaction is entirely too reasonable. The notion that this was another one of my favorite Nancy Mace takes, where she goes to the Republican prayer breakfast and she's like, I'm getting my back blown out by my fiance. I will be having rough sex later. I love to have sex before I get married. Anyway, but that's another great Nancy Mace moment. But what I'm trying to say here is like Kyrsten Sinema is a great example of a politician who is a Democrat or was a Democrat, right? Like she was getting yelled at all the goddamn time by her constituents too. It's like Hasan defending the public harassment of a queer woman. True. Like you're a public servant. This is one of your constituents. Them asking you in the gentlest ways possible when you're going to have another town hall. If this interaction is so damning for you and is so scary for you and is so unacceptable for you, like you shouldn't be a politician. I'm sorry. What the f are we doing here? Like what are you supposed to be? Are you a god? Are we supposed to just like get down on our hands and feet and just beg? Get down on our hands and knees, sorry, and just be like, oh my God, thank you so much, Nancy Mace, for doing whatever the f you want to do. Get out of here. Oh, this was really funny. This was one of Kyle's best tweets. Kids and their dad took me out for barbecue for my birthday. 47 never felt so good. That's a lot of beans, you nasty ass bitch. Oh God. It is though. That's so much beans, bro. Oh my God. She's eating the maximum amount of beans. Yeah, I guess Kyle wasn't the only one who was hungry at that moment, you know? Evayashi is now saying that the guy who blew her back out before the prayer breakfast, one of the state's worst revenge prawner. Dude, you could not have written that worse if you tried. I have more questions now than I did before I read this statement. Please try again, okay? Go back. I know you got excited to explain something. And you know, that excitement caused you to type something out that is indecipherable. Do it again.
Crazy.
I'm absolutely
You are, and get out of my face. Goodbye.
Yeah, she said he raped her on the floor of the house. Shit was crazy. Wait, what?
I'm not. I won by so much.
You're a disgrace to the state. That's what you are. So I asked you a simple.
By the way, it's so funny that Republican accounts looked at this interaction and between a constituent and their public servant and tried to make it seem, because I hadn't watched the full video, I thought, judging by what like End Wokeness and like Libs of TikTok was saying, that like I thought this was going to be a situation where this guy was just like laying into her. Like I was ready to defend my king here, okay? I was ready to defend him unconditionally, uncritically, okay? And it's not even that. He's just like, when are you going to do a town hall is all I asked you. You are my public servant. Like, what do you mean? Like, this is the most normal interaction. Judging by End Wokeness and Libs of TikTok, that was your first mistake. No, it's not. I like to find impossible to defend situations like this and then try to defend it, you know? Is there a way to defend the indefensible?
And you just go on this tirade and tell me you.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Get out of my face.
Fuck you.
Get out of my face. Try it again.
Yo, if you can't take the heat, get the f out of the kitchen, Nancy. What the hell is this? What do you mean? You're a public servant. What do you mean, f you?
What's your name? What's your name? What's your name? Yep, I sure did. Absolutely. Get the f out of my face. Now. Fuck you. You couldn't take me on, baby. Say that.
Oh, you couldn't take me on, baby. Oh, she is so nasty.
Get the f away from me.
Oh my God, dude. Oh my God.